So, hello and welcome to the 11th episode of Rajećska županija. In this episode, I have built the extension of the Turnić District. Well, basically finished it. Oh, well, there's just one part of the district that is not finished yet, or at least not in this episode. It is done in the next episode. By the way, the commentary on that episode I will record just right after this one. So anyway, I basically built some stuff like in between of the cargo hub and the district of itself. Okay. So yeah. So here what I'm building is a shopping mall, or like some sort of shopping mall or something, and it's just being built right now. I wanted to adjust the height of the prop so that I could make like more floors, but I don't know, it doesn't work. From what I've seen, you need a mod for this to work, but I actually downloaded it, but it turned out that it actually deleted all of my props that I already have placed. So no, not doing it. So we just left it like this. Well, sort of just the concrete layer. Oh, what have I built? Yeah, I have built this, and you know, just some more squares, and I basically finished it. Added some more trees and stuff. I'm taking some gravel because that's what I suppose it is a lot of on the building sites. Yeah, just a few containers, nothing much else. It's just basically the building sites. That's all. So also, what I wanted to cover is the future of this project. So I have finished the Turnić, so I am actually getting closer to the end of the city, like of the city itself of Rajećka. So I think just a few more episodes, like 4 or 5, and we could be actually done with the city itself. What does it mean? Well, basically, basically it means that what a dead meme. But basically it means that I will actually start finally adding other cities or like other villages. I also have a plan for an international airport just on the hill, because I suppose that's where the planes would go. But yeah, that's what I'm also planning to do, and yeah, just the other villages, and I think it'll be ready to go. I think that we could have like, so this is the 11th episode, I think like twice the episode we have now, so like approximately 25 episodes, like 25 episode series. And yeah, I think we could be done with the city, which is kind of interesting actually for me, because I don't know, I just feel like I'm actually getting to the end of the city, which is like which when I will finish this, it will be an achievement actually for me. And also, now it reminded me, I forgot to actually put the map on the workshop. So yeah, right after this commentary, I am booting up City Skylines, and I'm doing that. So yeah, so that there's actually the save of the map on the workshop from City Skylines. So yeah, you can just go ahead on the map, do whatever stuff you feel that you could do with it. So here I am building the like 60s, 70s even 50s like sort of style of building, like from the Soviet era of Yugoslavia. Well, it was whatever, fucking told. Sorry, it was not Soviet, it was a completely different country. Sorry for that. My mistake. The communist era. well, it depends on how you look at it. Yugoslavia was basically something in between West and East. Like for example, fun fact, what people do not know actually, if you wanted to travel to Yugoslavia, let's say from Czechoslovakia or somewhere like that, you actually needed the same papers as you would travel to West. Not kidding. If you would travel to West Germany or Yugoslavia, you need to have the same papers or the same paperwork. Yeah, that's a fact. So it was something like between East and West, and if people wanted to escape, most of them actually would do that via Yugoslavia. So here's a fun fact. I have a mode, okay? How is it called? Like no problems. Yeah, I think that's how it's called. It basically disables all the notifications of buildings having problem with stuff. Okay. It helps me because I don't have to worry about a lot of them. On the other hand, I can't actually see if the building has electricity and water, and that's a problem that I had over there, because when I have built the air extractor, it worked. Yeah, it just worked, but then it stopped working. I was like, what the hell, does it need more workers, or what the hell does it need? And then one time I was like, not even playing City Skylines, I was like, oh hell yeah, they don't have no electricity, nor do they have water. So yeah, I actually had to put in some water pipeline and electricity because they had none. So finally glad that's fixed. So anyway, I also built this little shop corner or something. Yeah, so just, you know, to get a little bit more variety. I really have like a problem to like build things that will be like right next to the railway, because you don't particularly want to live right at the railway, like having railway beyond your windows. So what I'm trying to do, or trying to achieve, is to actually build other buildings, like not especially commercial areas, but something that could do like that fits with the theme of residentials, but also of residential buildings, but also the people would not complain about having to live with the trains, you know. So I think I end up building warehouses in there, because I think like it's not the best like when you have residential buildings right next to it, but I think it's also not the worst. It could be worse. But yeah, I built just a bunch of warehouses. That's it. There's nothing else into it. But also they're right at the right at the railway, so I mean, you don't care if you work in a warehouse. I mean, you don't have to sleep in it or sleep in there. So yeah. Also, as you could see then on the cinematics, the Turnić, it's really getting to the edge of the city. There really isn't that much of a space. Or like, well, there still is a lot of space. I have a lot of space to work on still. But anyway, the city is getting it's getting pretty full. By the way, there's a huge winds right now in Prague, so I hope that you don't hear them. Right behind my window, I can still hear them. It's a pretty bad weather right now. But well, back to the city skylines. So yeah, what I'm building, like I'm building these residential buildings. I always like build residential buildings. I move them a bit further from the road itself, and then what I do is I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, what I do is that I sort of connect them with this concrete, with this ploppable concrete, and then I just put some bushes, put some trees to make it a little nice, to make it more nice. Yeah, I think it fits the purpose, or it does its thing. And yeah, I think it's turning out pretty good, actually. I do feel like it. Yeah, I also fixed this road here. First it was the 4-lane road, but as you could see, the cars would get stuck because the bus had to stop. So I actually downgraded it to just a 2-way road, like a 2-lane road. And with these 2-lane roads, basically the vanilla ones, the bus stop just goes more into the pedestrian walk. So it actually doesn't block the cars behind it. So what you'll end up with is that you have actually less traffic issue if you have lots of buses, which I do have right now, actually, because I mean, apart from trams and trains, that's the only way you can travel around the city. Well, on taxis, but who the hell uses taxi in city skylines? Nobody does. So yeah, I just made like a little extension to this box to make it like a little more nicer, and added another street in here so that it actually blends, or it moves into the mountain a bit, so that there's actually less space and it feels like more useful stuff. I still have a problem with these toll booths. Even though they have electricity and water and everything, they don't work, or at least the cars don't pay anything, which is weird. I really don't know what's happening with these toll booths. I don't know. I have zero income from these, even though I should have a lot, like really a lot of income from these, because there's hundreds of cars going through them. If they worked, oh my god, that would be a pretty giant profit. Don't make me wrong. Don't prove me wrong, sorry. That's how you say it. So yeah, I'm just building more residential buildings. Nothing much into it. I think we're getting to the end of this. Oh my god, no we're not. Oh my god, we're basically in 2/3. Well, I don't have much anything else to talk about, so I don't know, should I leave you just watching? Nah, that would feel bad. So yeah, I'm just building a parking lot right here, because I felt like it just this needed more parking lots. By the way, have you seen the build off, or like the championship between famous city skylines YouTubers slash builders slash something? It was pretty neat, actually, and it got me thinking. If you have a multiplayer in SimCity, I feel like you could have multiplayer in City Skylines. I mean, imagine having a custom server, basically something like Google Documents, like where people can work on the same document at once. That would be pretty good. I would really like that. I'd like to see it, because even though the build off the city. Both teams did well, by the way. It looked really nice. I have to say that they did a lot of good stuff, but it felt a little bad, because you know they were building. It was like divided into districts, and everyone was just building their own district. There was actually not much of a team play going on. It was basically just people assigned to districts, and they did their part, and that was practically it. So they got me thinking, City Skylines needs multiplayer. It really does. I think that would make the game even better, because don't prove me wrong, if the build-off actually had a multiplayer and they could actually build everyone on the same district, or like actually build the stuff together, it would be so epic. Because you know, as you could see, the city that they've made, both teams, is just it was divided by highway. So that's how the districts were divided, by a highway. So not saying that it was bad or something, it looked good, but I don't know, it just felt like a bit weird, because it's sort of like this, like it was divided. I don't know, it just didn't look that good, or like as good as it could be if there was multiplayer in City Skylines. So please, if someone from Paradox or Colosaldo are actually watching this, doubt, consider adding multiplayer to City Skylines, because whew, that would be dope, man. I mean, it would be pretty tough for the computers to handle, of course, but I think it could work. If you had a really good computer, unlike me, you really could have a great experience doing multiplayer. And yeah, by the way, here's what I'm talking about. I was trying to find buildings that could fit in, but none of them did. So yeah, I felt kind of sad. So yeah, I just added these warehouses. I didn't want them to put them on the main road. So yeah, I built them like this. Oh yeah, that's how they fit. Yeah, exactly like this. I played with move it a little bit right there, because the road just, yeah, it did exactly this. What I actually end up with is just putting concrete all over the place, so that you can actually not even see that there's a road in there. Yeah, I know. And also I wanted to add something in this, like in between the hospital and the warehouses, and I think I end up with, yeah, a basketball court, or a basketball field, and a tennis court. Is it? Am I right? Yeah, I think I'm right. So yeah, I think we're getting to the end of the episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, see you next time.